You follow what we say now, and then in the future you get some benefit. So, would you accept a post-dated check if I buy your car? Maybe I have the money, but maybe somebody else doesn't. You see? Well, why would they give you a post-dated check if they had the money? See? So post-dated check means cheating business. You pay now, but then you get the product later. No, we don't accept that. See, the esoteric teaching, our process is that you change your consciousness now using our methods, and you get the result immediately. Because that is the result. You change your consciousness from a lower state to a higher state, from more ignorance to more knowledge. You see? From material to spiritual. From seeking material enjoyment through desire and material work, which generates karma, to direct experience of spiritual ecstasy and freedom from karma. We show you how to work without generating karma. And if you do this, you experience the result immediately. Your consciousness changes, you feel lighter, you feel brighter, you feel more effortless, more at ease. No more anxiety, no more fear. You know that even if you die in the next 5 minutes, you know that you're going to the spiritual world because you can see the spiritual world. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to just think about it. It's not just a theory. You can actually realize the spiritual world by your own consciousness. So we say the first stage of our process, well, our process has basically 10 stages. The first stage of our process is faith. But we don't ask for complete faith. And we certainly don't say that if you have faith in our process, you'll get the result sometime in the future. No. You have a little faith, enough faith to perform the experiment, enough faith to try the process. And if you do the process, you'll get the result. So then there's no more need for faith, is there? That's not faith anymore, that's knowledge, that's experience. Then, the next step is you'll want to associate with other people who are also doing the same process, because that just makes life easier and much less friction and hassle. If you're surrounded by other people who are living the same lifestyle, because our process is a lifestyle. Let's not beat around the bush. It's a whole way of life. And if you're in a community where other people are following the same way of life, then you're less isolated. That's where we're getting stuck right at the moment. Our community building skills are atrophied. Just like if you just lay around in bed and you don't use your body, you don't use your muscles, your whole body will get weak. This is atrophy, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So if we don't use our community building skills, then they atrophy and we forget how to do it. We lose the ability to build relationships with people who are different from ourselves. See how this all ties in? We lose the ability to build and maintain good relationships with other different people. And in the West, collectively, as a group, we have almost completely lost these skills. We can only hang out with people who are like us. We don't know, we don't even have any idea how to have a relationship with a person who's much richer than us, or much poorer than us, or much older, or much younger, or in any way different from the way we are. In other words, we have become like sociologically lazy. We don't know how to reach out. We don't know how to establish a relationship unless the person is like us. That's because we have been told the lie that Life is about getting what we want. So of course, it's easier to get what we want if we're associated with people who also want the same things. And that's the whole basis of our Western society, is hanging out with people who want similar things so that we can exchange. I'll give you what you want if you give me what I want. See? But that's not really the basis of a healthy society. That's the basis of an immature, adolescent kind of society where nobody ever really grows up. Huh? That's the kind of society that the Disney cartoons promote. When you wish upon a star, oh, I want this, I want that, I want to get a new car, I want to get a new house, I want a better job, I want a better girlfriend or boyfriend, I want a nicer town, I want to go live in Hawaii. We see this nonsense going on. This is immaturity. Nobody is thinking of their duty. Nobody is thinking of their, or thinking of themselves as a part of something greater. Nobody is thinking of themselves as a member of a community. You see? In a community, you have leaders and followers. In a community, you have people who are more advanced or in a higher position than you are, and you have people in a lower position or less advanced. And then you have appropriate relationships with all these people. In a community, you let the leaders lead, and you follow, because you have agreed that we're all headed towards a certain destination. And in a spiritual community, that destination is the spiritual world. Now, how is this different from a religion or a religious community? Well, it's different because it's a whole culture. In the West, religion has become like just a thing you do on Sunday mornings. Or if you join a so-called Hindu society, they go to temple on Saturday or Sunday. They go. So basically, it's like a one-day-a-week hobby, or half-a-day-a-week hobby, that people go. But no, ours is an esoteric school. An esoteric school means a lifetime commitment. It means a lifestyle where you're 24 hours a day engaged in spiritual activities, and it requires a complete community that you can be a part of, where you don't have to engage any of your energy in satisfying ordinary materialistic, profit-based, exploitive kind of processes, but that you spend your whole time creating value that is kept within the community to make the whole community richer in all kinds of ways, not just materially, but spiritually and in terms of relationships as well. So our community is based on the economic principle that we keep the wealth inside the community. That means we don't buy things from exploitive corporations. We find ways to make them ourselves. Our community is based on agricultural production, agricultural wealth. Like Srila Prabhupada said, real wealth is land and cows. Well, we don't have any land and we don't have any cows. So we're still paupers. So our plan is to go to India, wait until the land prices adjust to their actual value. Right now there's a bubble in India, just like everywhere else in the world. The adjustment is starting in America already. And when the U.S. currency revaluates to its natural value according to gold prices, then the rest of the world will follow very soon after that. And everything will come down to its normal value. And then we can think about buying land. So as soon as we have land, and we put some cows, we'll have a little temple, we'll have some different little huts and stuff for our brahmacharis. And then our members can come there, they can buy their own land nearby, and we can have a little community. We'll find a nice place where there are lots of Vaishnavas, lots of people living the same lifestyle, following the same scriptures, following the same or similar teachings. And we're already getting messages from India that they really want us there. There's nowhere else in the world where we can go where we're going to have the same prestige, the same respect, and the same relationship with the community that we would have in India. There's nowhere else in the world you can go where people respect the Vaishnavas. The whole rest of the world is addicted to meat eating and illicit sex and intoxication. And they think we're crazy because we're giving those things up. So our best move, especially in the difficult times that are ahead, is to go to India, which is the origin of our Vaishnava culture. India is where Krishna displays his pastimes, and because of that, the whole place is very sacred. India is known as Bharatavarsha, the land of King Bharata. And Bharata was a great devotee of Krishna. So everyone there basically knows